Hello my friends, family and esteemed colleagues. Well, since this is second video back to back, more plasma is needed. I have to replenish the water I'm losing just by simply talking through breathing out through my mouth. Okay. Since more and more people are following Self-Healer's protocol, the same fears are being expressed. And those fears are created from our poor and faulty understanding of what is happening in our body and how the body reacts and why it reacts the way it does react. Okay? I have explained the symptoms that body is manifesting to us when it has health issues or when blood is toxic. So when blood is toxic for a longer time, what do we have? We have pain, we have headaches, muscle pain, joint pain. We get dehydrated on a cellular level, so various inflammatory processes occur that then are related to the deterioration of the organs like kidneys, like prostate, like breasts, uterus, like liver, all related to toxicity of the blood. And I had made video then to show you how the blood to detoxify, it actually needs what we are being told to shy away from. It needs salt, and lots of it. And the only good salt is the freshly harvested sea salt, because it's very high in magnesium. Now people are being scared by pollution. We are being lied to that there is a lot of radioactivity now in the Pacific. It's a lie. Now we are being scared of microplastics. Well, there is plenty of plastic in the sea, but small amount of microplastics. But even if that would be the case, when you hydrate correctly, you are going to take things out. Plus, nothing goes into the blood without transporting mechanism unless it's really on microscopic level, like minerals that dissolved in water. So they cannot absolutely enter our body because we don't have transporters for plastics in our body. So nothing can grab the plastic and from intestines and pull it in. So we are being misled and lied by empty heads. I can call them idiots. Okay, this is a perfectly good descriptive word for majority of those today so-called scientists. It's all fault, it's all lies. So, my nose is itching, dust around. I live in jungle, kind of jungle, with no asphalt on the road, so all the dust comes and drives me crazy. And this is why I also have to detox a lot. Micronutrients, microplastics, you have them everywhere, in the air. What's the difference? So, don't pay attention to it. So, then, okay, you have symptoms of toxic blood, and then you have additional symptoms of detoxification of this blood, when body is taking those things out through 3 different set of organs, which I just explained, 3 different levels of detox. Each of them has its own set of symptoms. Altogether, we call them symptoms of diseases, even symptoms of infectious diseases if bacteria is found in our blood. If not, it's a virus, okay? I have explained all of this. It has to be repeated because it has to set in, because it is the truth. Now, Why is the self-healers protocol so effective, and how come it can get rid of diseases? Because diseases are nothing more than symptoms of a toxic body. And the protocol has dual purposes. One purpose is to detoxify the body, which means, and it's a full detox, so it's not only one organ or one area of the body, but full detox of the extracellular and intercellular liquids, which means outside and inside of the cell, everything gets detoxed. But there are certain things that we are not aware of, which I'm trying to wake you up, especially you vegans, vegetarians. Any medicinal remedy is preventing cellular hydration. You cannot detox on a cellular level. And this is why after years of dehydration, you are going to collapse. And I have more and more vegans and vegetarians, long-term vegans, vegetarians, contacting me because after finally opening their eyes and seeing, oh, this is happening to me, what he's talking about is happening to me, maybe I'm toxic. Okay, not having flu doesn't mean that your immune system is good. It just means that your cells are not detoxing, because there is no way to escape toxicity in this environment, especially in a modern environment. Even here in jungle, I'm getting poisoned. They are spraying us with poisons. If you don't detoxify, you don't have symptoms of detox, you don't have flu. That's what flu is. There's no virus involved. It's all stupidity. Now, protocol. The protocol is written, there are several pages of it, in instructions what to do. The cleansing protocol is based on drinking adequate amount of plasma, water with sea salt. As soon as you raise the level of plasma, you're actually raising the level of your blood, because when you are dehydrated on extracellular and intracellular liquid. And extracellular liquid is your blood, your plasma, your lymph. So when you are dehydrated, you have lesser amount of it. You have less blood. And this is what keeps the blood more toxic, because body cannot waste more water to clean it. So it keeps toxicity. It's either toxic or dead. You are not giving any other option. Why not? Because for cleansing, body needs water, and it cannot hold water unless it keeps its electroconductivity on high level. And this electroconductivity of water depends on minerals, on ions. This is why our body is salty. This is why tears are salty. Any liquid that comes out of your body contains salt, because body cannot hold it, which is contrary to what we are being told in medical school, that more salt you eat, the more it accumulates and draws more water and brings you high blood pressure, destroys your kidney, and gives you water retention. All baloney science. Creating idiots, not doctors. Okay? This is why I took all my diplomas out. Nothing, ripped them out. They are false papers, protecting those who do harm, because doctors do harm. Not knowingly, but lately even knowingly. I told Mercola, stop selling, you want to do good, stop selling Himalayan salt. It's toxic. You can make as much money selling Celtic salt, natural, freshly harvested sea salt. Instead of considering this, he banned me to post on his channel. So this is just to show you that there is that everybody is there for money. This is why I don't sell anything. Yeah, my book, my knowledge, because I have to live from something, I have bills to pay. And as you can see, I'm not really living with big car and big house. I'm renting and I have motorcycle, but I'm happy. So now what is this protocol of cleansing? You understand now after seeing my videos, and go and read my articles, read my books. It's all there. My books are small. There's not many pages because it's all packed with truthful information. I don't have to give you stories. I just give you the information. It will resonate immediately. We are waking up. So as soon as you start drinking plasma, you are increasing the capacity, you are increasing the amount of blood that you have. And now there is enough water that body can use to eliminate toxins. And it will start detoxifying you. And you are going to have all the symptoms that I have mentioned that are produced by toxic blood and elimination of those toxins. Of course, when you start, your blood is toxic, but because of this, there is no cellular hydration, so the cells are holding tremendous amount of toxicity, toxic acids mostly. And because those acids are not being cleansed, because the cell has no water, they're not enough to spare, so what is happening is that your toxicity of blood is basically stable, a little bit more with some food and cleanses a little bit out. It's like fluctuating, steadily getting more and more toxic. And body is acclimating to this toxicity through its genetic expression. Okay, so when you have a hormonal change, it is not because something is in your hormone, something in your body is getting wrong, your adrenals are getting depleted. It just means that your level of blood has changed the toxicity, and now the body's response to preserve life is to change the genetic readout so the cell can modify the way it will function in this increased toxic ambient. As soon as you start raising the blood level, means more plasma is there, more water is there, the body will start to cleanse. So first, you will experience cleansing of the blood. But since the protocol is not torn in two parts, it's simultaneously cleansing and reprogramming of the genetic expression. And this reprogramming is going through change of diet. So now you're going to experience two major changes. One is your hydration and starting of cleansing of your blood with the symptoms of cleansing. And the other one is change of diet, which now is going to require different microflora, different levels of acids that your digestive tract is going to produce. So everything has to change. So everything will start shifting. And when you start the protocol, you feel a little weird. But not so much because of the diet, because this is really not that much, except you feel a little empty because you don't eat these big portions of carbohydrates that harm your body and harm your digestion. But what you feel more is the symptoms of cleansing. Now, if your blood was not very, very dirty, if you don't have any chronic problems, most likely your blood level of dirt is not that strong, so you may just have certain smaller symptoms, basically change of color of the urine or change of smell of the urine, and maybe diarrhea. The more toxic blood, the cleansing is going to involve right away more toxic mucus. So you may have buildup of phlegm, running nose, tears, which stimulate and also cough, and fever, because your body tries to burn the stuff as well. Now, all this may be just short term, 1 day, 1.5 day, and it starts getting better and better. If you have psoriasis on the skin, it explodes, but after 2-3 days it starts calming down. Blood is getting cleaner, symptoms of detox through the skin are quieting down. Many people survive this relatively peacefully, because I warn everybody of symptoms, so they are experiencing the worst, and mostly it doesn't come in the worst possible presentation. But then after about 1 month, 3 weeks to 5 weeks, blood becomes clean enough for the cells to start absorbing, because your diet has changed, you are not poisoning yourself, you are eliminating at least those poisons which prevent cellular hydration, and this is all described in a protocol. Which are they, those poisons? I don't want to now make video of 2 hours, so I'm just pointing of things that scare people and they leave the protocol. Or they run to the doctor and the doctor says, it's because of salt. Okay? Because salt is toxic. Lies. So what happened is, when the blood becomes clean enough after 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the cells absorb it and they start throwing toxins. They start detoxifying, and first what I want to get rid of is acid, so they can balance the proper acidity of the cell and hold electric charge. So they first want to improve on their conductivity, and because they are overly acidic, first what they do, they throw out acids. And usually the cellular cleansing is much stronger during the night than during the day, because brain is out of equation, so it doesn't waste the electricity with thoughts, and all this electrical charge is needed for cellular hydration, because now you are not going to hydrate through inflammation, but you are going to hydrate through the osmotic pump. Your body, your cells are going to start producing potassium. For this, they need sodium, oxygen, and energy, a lot of energy, because cold fusion has to occur. And as they do this during the night, the cleansing, the hydration starts, then the cleansing, and as those acids hit the blood, your blood in short period of time becomes extremely toxic. So the sensors are triggered. Remember, body is electronic robot. Sensors are triggered, automatically the heartbeat is increased, blood circulation, speed of blood circulation increases, all for the purpose of cleansing, running the blood through filters faster, cleansing the blood faster. And all this toxicity and accelerated heartbeat, the need for more oxygen, wakes you up, hyperventilating, sweating, with tachycardia, and scares you shitless. But this is why I explain this in a protocol. This is going to happen, not to everybody, but to every long-term vegan and vegetarian, guaranteed, because of the high toxicity on the cellular level. And they had never experienced the detox of it, so they never had flu. And they think, I never have flu, my immune system is on my veggies. Your veggies are killing you, my brothers and sisters, killing you. Get it, start to think. I have a lot of experience with this. 15 years I'm working with people from all around the world. Unfortunately, Not many, because people hear me and they immediately go, oh, this is idiot. He should go back to school. School creates idiots. The more you read those books from the school, the bigger idiot you are, not even realizing. Just because you can quote some scientist doesn't make you smart and doesn't make you correct. We have to learn new truth. Only truth. There is only one truth. There are no variations of truth. And even if you don't trust anything I say, try it. You will not die, guaranteed. But if you are toxic, you are going to have hell of a symptoms. Okay? And these symptoms should not be suppressed. What is happening now, the worse, because people are so educated, they know that salt is terrible for body, that it's toxic. So when symptoms come, right away, oh, it's salt. Oh, Darko, please, should I reduce the salt because I have these bad symptoms, I feel so sick, I cannot drink that much plasma. Well, you are getting really sick if you stop taking now the plasma, because your cells had released the toxic acids. They are in your blood. Now your blood needs plasma to shoot them out, and you are scared and you stop taking plasma. So now you have locked the toxic material in your blood. Your cells don't want it. They will close. They will not take it in. As soon as blood is toxic, the cellular hydration stops. This is why the detox on a cellular level takes a long time, because as soon as one tissue, one organ through the toxic acidic load, all the cells close down. Cells in your body close down. They wait until blood becomes clean again. This is why the body is running the pumps and cleansing as fast as it can to lower the toxicity. But while the toxicity is there, it will affect mostly the damaged, injured places from before, from chronic poisoning. So if you had a problem with psoriasis, it is going to explode, even in places where you never had it before, because the whole tissue, whole skin is being poisoned from before. And now, with this sudden increase of toxicity of the blood, it just explodes. If you had a problem with arthritis, now you will feel it even in places where you didn't have it before, because if it shows on one joint, all joints in your body are being affected, because your uric acid levels are too high, not enough plasma to cleanse it, so body is doing the best it can, shoves the uric acid to periphery where it cannot affect you, and then crystallizes it. And that's why we have stones and little hard things in our skin. We calcify because body cannot cleanse, so it does the second best thing, isolates. Unfortunately, from all this great knowledge that we have by watching videos like mine, unfortunately, but there are billions of videos with false messages. All this vegetarian crap, all this supplementation crap, it's all false knowledge. We don't need to supplement nothing, except we have to provide all the minerals. And there's a plenty of oceans. All you need is a little bit of seawater a day. This is your medicine. If you are far from an ocean, far from the sea, use freshly harvested sea salt, because it's full of magnesium and has all of these minerals. No rock salt that is mined come close to it, because magnesium attracts water, makes salt to sweat and to rinse itself. So the longer the salt is out of the sea, it has less magnesium and less of minerals because it just flushes itself. And they go back into the sea. Don't trust false information. And everything from past is false or laced with lies. This, what you are hearing here, is all new information. You don't have this in any books. It's your opportunity. Everything that is truthful is being suppressed. They left me alone because very few people followed me. Hopefully, this will change as we realize that we are being lied everywhere else. So maybe this guy is talking true. Maybe. You will not know unless you try it. And then don't be afraid and contact me. Ask me. I reply. So far I can reply. I don't have that many things, so I manage to reply. As more people are doing things, more questions, maybe I won't be able. So read my replies to other people. You will find your answer because we all have the same symptoms and we go through the same problems because diseases do not exist. Everything is just a symptom of toxic body and its detox process. And recalibration, because we, through food, through the biblically described forbidden food, we have changed our genetic expression. We have reprogrammed ourselves to run on toxic, for us, toxic fuel, which is sugar, glucose, which is not sweet. Has nothing to do with the sweet sugar on the table. It is your pasta, your bread, your rice, and big amounts of it. And that's where diabetes comes from. Easy to treat. Stop eating the crap. Eat regular food. The only healthy food is food that nourishes you in a raw state. And the only thing that nourishes you when you eat it raw are animal products, because they are all made out of protein and fat. Plants are all sugar, from the fiber, which is cellulose, which is complex sugar, to carbohydrate, which is complex sugar, to simple sugar as glucose. And fructose is a teaser, just so we eat fruit and distribute seeds. This is how we help nature. Nature gives us a gift, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit high. Brain loves it. Fructose is completely harmless unless you reprogram your body through constantly eating the forbidden fruit, the glucose, starch, your bread, your pasta, pizza, rice, yuca, breadfruit. Every vegetable, when you cook it, you break cellulose, you release the toxic forbidden food. And you start reprogramming your cells to adapt your cells to survive in that environment, which completely takes them out of order of the original functioning, preventing to produce GCMF protein. So your ability to destroy cancer and to destroy bacteria and fungus in your body is tempered with, because what is not marked with GCMF, the macrophage, the white blood cells, will not destroy. You have bacteria growing in your body that are not being destroyed. Why? Because they are not marked. They are not marked because GCMF is not being produced. Why not? Because the gene, NAGA gene, that normally, when under proper environment, it is triggered to open blueprint to the cell, how to make GCMF. Now, because of a shift in vibration from glucose, it is opening different blueprint. Same genetic pair, the Naga pair. And now the cell is forced to produce glycosid hydrolase, which, to confuse doctors more, they describe in a book under the name Nagalase, because of Naga gene. And where we have tons of Nagalase, in cells that cannot anymore perform aerobically, they cannot feed themselves from fat, they now can feed themselves only from sugar. And this is your tumors and cancers, cysts. As long, and your body will not destroy them because there is no marker. Tremendous damage is being done by eating carbohydrate. And anyone who tells you that body needs at least, I don't know, 2 grams has no clue what they're talking about. Because the only sugar that our body needs, it produces it. It produces glycogen in the cell that is using it. It doesn't leave the cell, doesn't enter the cell. And doesn't produce glycogen from the glucose that you eat. It produces it from a fat that you create. We are being told stories or lies that looks good. It's all trickery. This is why the studies are out. They're all false. So they program us to believing in that crap. So when you do the protocol, do not be afraid. Absorb this new knowledge. Nothing will harm you. Yes, you will have hard time, but you will have, because you are detoxifying, so you have the flu. But you want to get easier through this. Every time you feel discomfort, every time you feel pain, drink more plasma, more water and salt, because your body will be hydrating and cleansing. Very often, now I receive letter, oh Darko, I never really drank much water, but now I'm drinking 4 liters of plasma, and all of a sudden I'm constipated. It cannot be from water, I'm drinking so much. Well, you have never been cleansing in your life. Your cells are starving for water. They are extremely toxic. First chance they have, when blood is clean, they hydrate like crazy. They soak all this plasma in, water and minerals, and then they throw acids out, and your blood becomes very acidic. And all the symptoms, again, from the symptoms of disease show up. But a lot of water is being soaked into the cells and then urinated out because you are eliminating toxins. And since kidneys use a lot of water, plenty of water to cleanse, so you are urinating a lot. This is all cleansing, cleansing, cleansing. And you need to supply water. Do not be surprised if you have any chronic disease that you come to the point to know, okay, how do you know how much water to, how much plasma? Forget about the word water and salt. How much plasma do you have to drink? Your stool will tell you. Because first, when you start with cleansing of blood, you will have diarrhea because blood is toxic, and second level of toxicity, mucosal tissue gets involved, bingo. When blood is clean, cells start soaking like crazy. Now you need more plasma. Cells eliminate a lot of toxicity, but a lot of it gets thrown out through kidneys, so you urinate a lot. And then if the toxicity is still in a second level, then you are going to even have continued with the diarrhea. But diarrhea will stop as the toxic level of blood goes down, even through the toxicity being eliminated through the cells, because your kidneys will take care of it. But now your body will be soaking as much water, plasma as possible, which if you don't drink enough of it, will start to drying your stool. So the first sign, you will see like little balls of feces floating, not formed stool. This means that you are starting to get dehydrated in intestines. Your body needs more water, no more plasma, so it's soaking everything out. Increase the amount of plasma you are drinking at this point. Don't wait until you are constipated. And if your stool becomes hard, drink more. Some people have to drink, so far nobody drank more than 8 liters of plasma a day. But quite a few people had to go to 8 liters of plasma to be regular in a bathroom and to have normal stool. Once, when you keep drinking this amount and your stool becomes softer, then you can start reducing the amount of plasma that you drink, little by little, and always monitor, because stool is your measurement. It will tell you. If you are constipated, you are not constipated because you don't eat fibers. This is stupidity. Stupidity. You are constipated, there is no water. Water is being sucked out because your body needs the plasma. And if there is no salt, if there is not enough salt, body soaks the water, but then it has to take it out because it cannot properly adjust its electroconductivity. There is not enough salt. This is why we have to take salt with water if we want to rapidly hydrate, and not just hydrate and throw the water out. And this is what Self-Healer's protocol is all about. So you will hydrate rapidly, start cleansing rapidly, and you will reprogram your genetic expression. So this way your body starts producing GCMF again and start destroying cancer in your body and bacteria in your body, keeping you healthy and keeping you clean. The protocol is foolproof, and in no way or shape it can absolutely harm you. There is no way it can harm you. But yes, it will bring symptoms. But symptoms have nothing to do with toxicity of the salt. There is no salt toxicity. It's all the cleansing. The more pain you feel, the more plasma you have to take to help your body to rapidly throw these toxins out. If you have fever, bundle up, drink more plasma, heat it up a little bit so it's warm, breathe under the blanket, as much heat create as possible. Raised heat destroys, converts the vibrations. So destroys some of the toxicity, and then through sweat, you shoot it out. After you sweat, you feel great because you have detoxified. Skin is a huge detox organ. You are here to learn the truth. What you do with it, it's up to you. As we say, you can take the horse to the water, you can make him drink. But if you drink, if you do the protocol, and you start feeling bad, and if you have questions, feel free. Contact me. I respond to my emails more than anything else because there I have my time. I answer when I can. I'm not under pressure. And I check my emails daily. Okay, my friends, I hope that this will help those who started with the protocol to understand a little better what is going on and not to fear it. There is no need to fear. Do not supplement with anything when you do protocol because you have no idea. If you need to supplement, you are just putting more garbage in your body. All the theories of supplementations, they are fake. Correct your diet. Hydrate properly. live properly. That's the protocol. Thank you for listening. Bye.